Henry, what did you do this weekend?
You know, I'm not gonna lie to you. I had a really good weekend. We was in the house, and I said, we got to get out the house.
Why did y'all go to Federal Pizza? There's so many better pizza places like right near
we had
there.
gift cards. So there was a lot of
I'm not trying to hate on Federal Pizza, by the way. I'm just saying.
I'm not a super duper Federal Pizza fan. But hold on, Federal Pizza wings though might be top tier wings.
I haven't had those, so
I'm talking like whoa. All right, even Rocio ate something. She only eat wings. All right, and we went there, but I got to get out the house. I got to get the kids out the house. My kids don't know how to act in public. Like Cortez has no etiquette of like inappropriate and appropriate things.
Oh yeah,
like.
He's at that age.
Yeah, but like I thought in my mind, I'm like, yo, he be acting bad, but he just don't know how to act in public. We be in the house all the time, soccer, house. So, we at Federal Pizza. He's like, how many holes does your body have? And he's talking loud. And Rocio was like, all right, relax. And he's like, your ears, your nose, and your butt. And I'm like, all right, bro, relax. I'm like, chill out. But like,
elementary jokes.
Yeah, but he's in elementary school. So like, but
that's what I mean. Elementary school jokes.
I bet that kill in the lunch cafeteria. I bet them little geeks be flipping over.
In your butt.
I mean, you just say butt at that age, them cats flip over. You say butt crack. Like, I just, in the car as just a dad, you tell jokes. I just be like, man, your breath smells like booty. They be dying. I be feeling good. I be driving like,
yeah, you did it.
Yeah, not my best work, but, Yeah, but shout out to Pivot Socks. I did, like I do. I wear Vans. I wear Vans all the time. I wish I would have got home and my sneakers would have came today. All my patta came today and my black Sachonas already came. We ordered them on Friday, already from Canada. So, shout out to I got the Canada Dry right here, too. Shout out to them.
Not from me.
I wear Vans all the time, and like I said, my feet get super duper hot. Pivot Socks kept them joints cool, and I'm not even joking. I haven't wore another sock with Vans that my feet didn't get crazy hot. And when I walk with old schools on, it makes that sound that with your back heel. Not in Pivot Socks, fam, and that's no lie. Shout out to every single person that sent me screenshots of buying Pivot Socks. Shout out to Pivot Socks for supporting the show. Like I said, every pair of socks you buy supports an episode of this show, assists in an episode of this show. Like I said, me and George put together a high quality show in this studio, and it's not free. Our pockets are actually empty. So go to getpivot.com, use the promo code SneakThisPodcast. It's on the screen. Cop some pair of socks, man. You guys always asking to contribute to the show, and like I said, I appreciate it. Please buy some socks, all right? Stick to the podcast episode 280.
You can go to the Super Bowl now, 250 off.
250 off of 39,000. 39,000 is insane. Stick to the podcast episode 280. George Gregg back in the building. Appreciate everybody like to share this podcast. We are back with another episode. One day I'm gonna freestyle the intro, like bars. Like I said, man, get Pivot Socks, promo code SneakThisPodcast is on the screen. Appreciate all the homies. Send me DMs, messages. Appreciate everybody who comments, views this podcast. If you want, somebody left us a crazy review on Apple. I was like, you know what? That old me would have bothered me, but I was like, it is what it is. You get to a certain level of, tier.
Wait, what?
Somebody left us a long crazy review on Apple Podcasts, and it ain't good. I was like, huh? I was like, man. But I was like, you know what? It is what it is. Come with the territory. But if you love this podcast, go to Apple, go to Spotify, go to wherever it takes podcast reviews. Go ahead and give us a review, man. Give us a good review, man. We've been doing this for a really long time. We're on episode 280. I think if you listen to this podcast on Apple, we've earned a review. All right? We've earned somebody's review, man. And get some Get Pivot Socks, too, man. That's fact.
I mean, we probably said this last week, but yeah, they when you open that package, they look like they were nice socks.
Nice.
Like I said, Hannah washed them. I don't think she worn them yet, but I know she likes that one that looks like hiking socks. I don't know about them other ones.
Fam, I put that joint on all day comfort. All right, felt like I was walking on the old classic SB socks we used to cop. Bruh, I was telling somebody
SB socks.
I was telling somebody they was talking about like, dang, you always talking about you and George been in the sneaker game a long time, and I'm like, it's crazy. Every time I come to this podcast, I feel like I remember something new. They was like, yo, all the stories you guys are talking about with Laura were fun. And I was like, what's crazy? We've talked about them stories about 1 million times on this podcast before, but it made me think about when them SB socks hit the streets.
Oh, yeah.
We was hitting up every Tilly's, PacSun, whatever them stores were, looking for them socks, copping all of them. I don't own one pair of them things, huh?
I still have white pairs. I don't know if I have black pairs anymore.
Them Jordans was fire back in the day. We was also buying SBs too back then, so kind of coincided. Pickups, George. You got any pickups?
I don't think so. Nothing? What came out? Nothing came out. I mean, like, what, 13s or 12s or something came out?
I don't know, man. I know I copped. I copped black white dunks finally, B.
Oh, yeah, you hit on that Nike release.
On sneakers. You got to give it up.
Not on sneakers, on Nike.
Oh, is that the same thing? I mean,
Damn.
They're the same company.
Nike app. They didn't put them on sneakers, though. They put them on Nike app.
Oh, well, shout out to them. That's probably why I won.
You don't even remember?
Black and white dunks, no joke, might be the most popular sneaker
I think that
in
might
the last 10, 15 years.
I think that might be your second pair. Wink, wink.
Okay. I went to Scottsdale Mall, like I said, with the family. Every single person had them on. I couldn't go anywhere without seeing. I saw at least a good 10, 12 pairs.
You can wait like 3 years and wear them if you want.
3 years? I'm wearing them joints out the box. I don't give a shite. Because you know what? Like I said, I wear black and white Vans all the time. Now I got black and white dunks. I wear them joints all the time. I'm beating them joints to the ground. Them is my actual every weekend shoe. I had to retire Independence Day Air Max 90s from every weekend. The soul separated. Them is done now. And then I moved on to something else every weekend. I can't remember what it was, but I moved on from that. These every single weekend. So I got to go to dunks now. Shout out to them dunks. Now I will say, and nothing against this, I was a little discouraged that every single person wearing black, white dunks were girls. Not discouraged in the sense that they shouldn't be wearing them, but like, they seem like girl shoes now. To me. I'm wearing them. You haven't worn yours yet, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you have?
Yeah,
oh, okay.
A bunch of times.
You ain't never sent a pic, man. You didn't start sending pictures, B. We gotta start posting more pics on the podcast page.
There's still a bunch of stuff that's brand new at my house that I haven't worn yet, but I wore those.
You need to do a sneaker tour of your sneaker room. That's what you need to do, a vlog.
That sneaker room looks like a tornado hit.
I bet that sneaker room got cards, sneakers, everything all over the place.
No cards in there. There's so much of Hannah stuff now that, like, fam, she owns so many shoes now.
I was going to say if Hannah want to come on the podcast, but that'd be up to you.
That's fine with me. I don't care.
Oh, shoot. Hannah come on the pod then. I'm going to pencil her in for March.
She goes and hangs out with Macklin.
I don't want to ruin that situation, but pencil her in for March if she don't mind coming through. Because Hannah got a lot of fire sneakers. Hannah made me go look up those.
She got more Yeezys than I do now, I think.
Them fragment Sakai's, them gray and navy blue ones.
Hannah has.
I saw her wear those at brunch. Them joints were fire. And I never thought much about those.
Yeah.
Now they may look better on women, but them joints are fire.
They look good in the small size, but that's
Ooh-wee.
it. And Hannah has Grinches. She hasn't worn them, right? But she has Grinches.
She got Grinches. You got Grinches. Y'all should have worn them on Christmas morning. Huh? Oh my God. Y'all should have took Christmas pictures in front of the tree. You're missing out on opportunities, B.
Yes, the fakest tree of all. It's the fakest, smallest tree ever, which is perfectly fine with me.
Fake trees are supposed to be fake. All them real trees is too much trouble. I also got black Adidas Ciccone. Them came out on, what's that website called? Sensei? Essence. I got them joints in Essence, which I thought was in Europe, but the joint is in Canada.
Canada.
Them joints came quick. I appreciate I guess you want to call it a shock drop. They never dropped on Adidas.
Yeah, I think they do like FedEx 2-day or something.
Or
FedEx
fast.
FedEx
UPS.
World Express or whatever.
I got the UPS thing, so them joints went from Canada to Alabama to Texas to Arizona. So
man, what?
I mean, it went straight down south to Alabama. It took a right turn through Texas, right? Got on the IT,
yeah,
got on the one-on-one.
The shoes were ran themselves. By the time they get to you, worn out.
I can't wait to get them joints. I told you, I'm buying every single Ciccone I can get my hands on. I don't know how I missed the yellows on Adidas, which is stupid. It didn't come out on Confirm. They just dropped them. I went on there, joints are sold out. Went on StockX Go, joints is a hitter. The green ones are still a sample.
That's it.
Only Uzi Vert, Pharrell, and a few other people got the green ones, which I want the green ones. They got an orange one supposedly coming out. Shout out to the homie Hef. Hef got the yellow ones, you know. Half boy, he got everything.
Yeah, he does. You know. Sample Foot. He changed his name to Sample Foot size.
That's all I copped. But I'm all out of gift cards from Christmas now, so that's it. Got no more money now. I got no more gift cards. I was using my gift cards on everything. I bought a Metallica shirt this weekend too. I love Metallica. I love is a strong word. I'm more of a Nirvana fan, but I do like Metallica. Metallica stuff is a little questionable sometimes, but I prefer my storytelling.
Man, you don't stop.
Right. I'm just giving you a heads up. What come out this week, fam? It's a lot of heat that come out this week.
I'll be the judge.
It's a lot of stuff. Go ahead and say them all, B. I'm going to just go ahead and load them all on the screen, B.
I mean, you want me to say all these women's dunks, too, or?
Oh, wait, I don't know about all
It's
that.
a million women's mid dunks.
What you looking
Let's
on?
just say that.
Are you on GOAT? Oh, I don't know. Nah, don't say all them dogs. I mean, you can say them, but I ain't putting them on screen. Just go ahead and say them now.
Bad Bunny form power phase. I mean, that price can't be real. That has to be fake.
What's it say?
Size 12, $790. I mean, come
Them
on.
joints is whack. They're like, I thought the first ones were whack, but the first ones blow those out of the water.
These offers. Well, eventually, 10 and a half, offer 400.
First ones blow them out the water. These ones are weak.
Maybe I have to put in for the raffle after all.
Oh, what? Confirmed?
Let me go check this raffle, see if it ended already.
A raffle? Oh. Is that
Cat's asking that much for them shoes. You smoking sticks.
Bad Bunny is an international superstar. He got a Corona commercial?
12 hours to enter, B. I'm good.
12 hours. You better set your alarm.
Air Max 95 Ironstone?
It ain't whack.
I didn't know if you had that on there or not.
Hey, man. Somebody said they come to our podcast to look for releases. I said,
Air Max 90
miss out all the time.
Golf Picnic. You ain't got that on there?
I saw it, but come on.
Like a picnic table.
I don't understand why it's a picnic table. Like, do people like picnic when they golf? Because I ain't never did it.
No, I don't know. There's zero relation.
The amount of golf shoes that are dropping now is insane.
Ivy Park collab comes out. I'm sure those slides are going to fly. Red slides like that.
Hold on.
Those will fly.
This Ivy Pack drop might be the best drop they've ever done. I'm not even joking.
What, you want these?
Them is fire. Them Stan Smiths dipped. Them joints is fire.
They have laces or no?
Yeah, they do. They just, what the joint called? Hidden laces? I don't know. Whatever it's called. Them joints is fire. Ooh, with some chinos? Oh, my God. Some Dickies? Ooh, Dickies wallet chain and white tee?
If you don't chill out.
Oh, my gosh. Them is fire. And the other Ivy Park stuff, too, fam. Them pink Ultra Boosts? I know Hannah got to want those, though.
Hopefully Hannah doesn't want anything.
I might see if Rocio wants some pink Ultra Boosts. Them pink Ultra Boosts are fire. That's what I'm talking about for Beyonce, all right? You going to drop some stuff. Drop some fire colorways, some stuff. You going to come out of Ultra Boost. All that other stuff was wiggity whack.
These slides are going to sell the best, though.
Them slides is fire, too. I can't wear them. I'm not wearing no women's slides.
About fire, but they're going to sell the best.
Them joints is fire. They sell the best. I mean, I think them, like, pointy-toe slides might do okay. What the slides called?
It's basically a superstar.
It is.
Nah, they ain't going to do the best. The slides are going to fly.
Anna Ivy Park Oswego.
I don't see that one on here.
It's on there. It's like light tannish.
Let's see, a Savage V4. Is that what you're talking about?
I don't know what that is.
This?
Oh, I thought it was Oswego. That's what it's called, Savage V4.
Okay. Savage version 4.
Shout out to Ivy Park. Shout out to B.
I mean, at least so with this model right here, at least it might not be the most aesthetically pleasing model, but at least they did something different finally. Like, they went outside because this could be, I could see like, I don't know, I don't want to say dad shoe movement, but this could be like the artsy-fartsy, like, the artsy-fartsy movement or the hipster movement or whatever, where they like not really dad shoes, but they're almost dad shoes. It could be that.
Them don't suck, but they suck.
I would wear them if they sent them for free. Wink, wink.
Okay, yeah, I would
just say wink,
stuff.
wink every time.
Shout out to Ruby.
I mean, I'm not wearing the slides or the slip-on shoes or whatever.
I mean, let me tell you something. When you know somebody that works,
you can text right now and find out.
When you know somebody that works at Adidas, Ivy Park stuff ain't too bad. And know what? Them chaps with that booty out ain't too bad. Don't make me come on this podcast and them chaps. My booty hairy, too.
I won't be here. You let me know in advance. Acronym Blazer Low with the plastic back, look like a transformer.
Who? Oh, yeah. You like those? I love Acronym's attempt at being different, but it always goes too far. Like, I need that plastic piece in the back to do something.
You
like,
can see the screws.
I like stuff like that.
No,
like, you can
don't.
take it off. Yeah, dude, that stuff is fire.
Fam.
But it has to do something. Like,
You can literally see the screws.
yeah, you unscrew them off. You can remove the back pieces off. I think I saw them like laid out. Fam, if you like, let's say
you talking about hairy booties, that's what these are for.
if you post it on the corner, if you could like kick them down like a kickstand and chill, that's fire. I take them joints. I'm okay with the being different. It's just the shoe itself is whack.
Kickstand.
Yeah, if it's a kickstand, you really post it. Somebody, or another set try to chase you, you kick your kickstand up and you dip.
You out of control. Union Dunk Low Pack, 2 different colors.
I don't care for those that much. I just, I thought about asking the homie.
I need to see it without the net, like in person without the net.
Thought about it, and I just don't want. In my mind is like, even being able to ask somebody to help us out with those is always appreciative. But I'm like, I really don't like it, so I don't want to waste it on that, But I felt like having the opportunity to even get it, you're supposed to ask for it. So it's a conundrum. Huh? Although he did tell me that. Also Cortez.
There's 3 of them.
Woo, I will be asking for the Cortez.
Lakers, Psychic Blue, and Pistachio.
My Lakers, first time sending them Lakers ones today.
These are kind of fire right here. I haven't said it
ones?
yet. No, I haven't said it yet, but I'm going to say it in a second.
Go ahead.
They're kind of fire.
Yeah, anticipation.
I'm going to wait one more. Women's Jordan 5 low pink suede or whatever.
Them is fire, but,
I mean, they look suede. Maybe they're nubuck. Maybe they're leather.
The pink suede ones?
They might not be suede.
Oh, no, it's suede. I see another this suede.
It looks like leather to me.
I guess like whatever that is. Maybe not suede, but nubuck. I don't know.
New suede?
Whatever it's called.
I'm not a fan of the strap on this shoe, but this shoe is kind of fire.
Oh, you smoking sticks. That Air Max trainer, I am shocked that you saying that.
That kind of fire.
You don't even like Saquon's.
I like the shape of that. Yeah, I do. I mean, I'm going crazy for them like you did, but I like them.
Man, them shoes right there are from Mad Max, Blade Runner, Westworld, Waterworld.
This looks like a slimmed down version almost. Like the shape looks nice.
No. The design on it is wild. It looks like WWE. It looks like it got tribal tattoos from, Goldberg or barbed wire. I don't know what that is. A lot of people send them shoes to me and was like, these are crazy. I just didn't even respond.
The clip is unnecessary, but them joints kind of fire.
Them is whack, though.
You
trying?
I don't know nothing about them. Probably the first time I've seen them. Air Jordan 5 Racer Blue, which is basically just Motorsport 5s. I mean, I don't know why they don't say that.
Stealths, reverse stealths. Whatever these things, who knows? They don't suck, but
Women's Jordan, or maybe it's not women's. Kids Jordan 6 Atmosphere Low.
Oh no, those why Jordan 6 lows. Oh my god,
they suck.
They just do not need to be in lows. Now I am glad they are for kids only. All right. That makes them a little bit better.
What's today? The 8th?
Cinnamon little girls, that's better. You can go all the way to the 14th. Though.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Women's Dunk Low Valentine's Day, pinks.
Damn, we might not do the podcast next week. We got wives, so we can't do it on Valentine's Day. What's the...
Why they got that lace on there, though? Like panties.
That's what I hate. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at that shoe in the colorway, but that lace around the swoosh, that's it. That's its quality.
The swoosh is suede, too. Like, why would you ruin it like that?
I bet not see one guy walking around wearing that lace around that swoosh.
The only thing that I hope... Okay, the only thing that I hope is that a girl designed it, and that's what she wanted, because if a man designed that and girls are looking at that shoe like, fam, what do you...
That to me is like some misogyny. What's that called? I don't know. That's not the right word.
You could wear it with that shirt, huh?
If you like design a sneaker for girl, design some sneaker for some girl, and you put silk and lace on it. Yeah, you a sex.
Oh, let me tell you the shoe that I might be copping, huh?
It's got a bra on it.
I can cop it.
What?
Those red Yeezy V2 compacts.
Oh, them is white. You see them on foot?
No, I might be copping.
Now the first colorways in that compact, fire on foot.
Oh, I tried to put it on the list, and you guys wouldn't allow it. No.
That could have just came out like the week before. I don't know when it came out. But that red one, it's brown on the behind the red. Like a tan? I don't like it. Shout out to Yeezy, though. He got a lot of problems right now. He got like some ups and downs right now. I just can't read them. I can't read them. It's volatile.
That's it.
That's all of them? Nah, ain't some more? Dang.
Unless there's something on this not on this list. I mean, Jordan 1 Low Chocolate. I don't think you care about that. I mean, it's a it's a fat
That's
design.
it. Real quick though, like I said, I appreciate everybody who DMs, send messages, comments on YouTube, but I do got a problem with some of y'all. All right, let me reiterate or maybe say better what I was talking about last week. Did I throw away a lot of OG sneakers in the actual trash can? Yes, I did. But I also kept the OG sneakers that are wearable that I actually wear, okay? I didn't just go in there like, between the years of 88 and 97 trash. I didn't do that, all right? And I'm talking about sneakers that are cracked. I'm talking about sneakers that are crumbled. I'm talking about sneakers that smell. I'm talking about are in bad condition, all right? I got messages from people and I was like, I can't believe some of y'all are saying this. I didn't even respond to some of them. And I'm not even going to hear this. And, you know, like I said, ain't nothing mad. I ain't mad at you. No animosity. You know, it's content for the show. But some of the content, I was like, dude, I need you to understand this for my own mental health. And I need everybody to understand this podcast too. When we talk about stuff that we do, it ain't about you. Like, I ain't telling you need to throw your OGs away or you can't keep OGs or whatever. Fam, here are the top 3 stupid whack comments I got from people regarding me throwing my OG sneakers in the trash. Honorable mention, you are now a hype beast. All right, that's one of the honorable mentions. You know what? A lot of people call us hype beasts, which I'm like, how is that possible? I feel like we've done a pretty good job to establish we ain't. Now we have some moments.
But okay? So he didn't give a reason, or you
just
didn't?
said you a hype beast. That's all it said.
Because I don't. That doesn't even. That's like 2 + 2 = 8 to me. I don't. Why was someone throwing
honorable mention
shoes away?
Because like I'm keeping newer ones. I don't know. Fam, if you read that review on on Apple, I'm talking like it's about this long. Somebody said that we hype beasts and we don't want to talk about the history of the sneaker. I said, we're on episode 200. Fam, you think we ain't been through the history of some of this stuff? Like, what do you want to hear? Andre Agassi wore these in 88. His mom and dad were born and raised in. What do you want me to hear? Like, there's other podcasts for that. Shout out to the Sneaker History Podcast. There's other people who get more in depth and stuff like that.
I think that's just in general. I'm going to use the wrong word here, but in general with celebrities or whatever, like, people don't watch their whole catalog and then comment. They watch like one thing. Like,
that's all it is.
Sneakerhead, what's Cool Kai man? He watched one thing and made a social media post out of it.
Fam, I posted the first video with us and Laura last week. Some cat got in there. Oh my God, her again. I'm like, fam, are you good? Like, what's up with you, man? Like, how you just get in here and comment stuff like that, man? Like, chill out. Number 3. My top 3 whack comments from people mad about my OGs. Collecting sneakers is basically collecting sneakers is a sneakerhead. And let me make this clear. I teeter. Oh, hold on. I was trying to get.
I don't think there is a definition.
I was trying to get a person to talk about addiction and spending indulgement on a podcast this week. Somebody from Cotton Ridge, Tucson Rehabilitation Center. I was trying to get her on, but she said she couldn't. So I'm trying to get somebody on here to talk about that because I really want to have a real conversation about it. I teeter the line of collecting, all right? And what I mean by teeter the line of collecting is I buy too many. Not that I'm like trying to collect them because I'm not like Andy. Andy is a collector, I think. He buys all Suns, all ASU. Skate is a collector. He goes to the place and buys bobbleheads and put stuff like that in glass case. I'm not a collector. And like, that's not a sneakerhead to me. Like, that doesn't, if you get rid of your OGs, I don't got to keep those for the rest of my life. Like, now I thought I did, but I didn't. Like, it's like, I just was stuck in this past of like, you know what I mean? I'll go to the next one. Hold on. Number 2, you could have just made a display pieces out of them. Fam, I am almost 40 years old. If you walk into my front door and you see Yeezys in a display in my home and I'm married with kids, slap me in half. You know? Like, I got pictures of my family in my house and stuff. I don't got Yeezys and Supreme stickers on my wall and stuff. Now, that's dope for single men who got little bachelor pads and their girlfriend or like they wife is into that too and you got glass display cases of Jordans in your formal dining room. That's cool. I ain't hating on that. I'm talking about me. Like, I don't want to walk in my closet and, like, see a glass case of, like, ooh, crumbled OG stabs. Like, that doesn't do nothing for me. Like, I don't understand what y'all want from me. Number one, getting rid of OGs is disrespectful to history, fam. Whose history? I got actual human beings I've created in my house, actual kids that I'm trying to look in the future for them, and I'm hanging on to stuff that I had since 91. Like, and I'm not trying to tell anybody they shouldn't. I'm not saying you shouldn't. I'm not saying it's bad if you do. I'm holding on literally to old sneakers just in case somebody like try to test me. Like, it'll be like, oh yeah, I had those. That's the only reason why we do stuff like that. Like, that stuff is mental health. Like, I got rid of that stuff for my mental health. I'm trying to find space for a box full of dust. Like, I'm talking literal, like, they were so crumbled, it was like a box of Honey Bunches of Oats. But I'm trying to like, ooh, should I like, maybe I'll put it like over in this corner. I put all the OGs in this corner, all the Air Maxes right here, all the Air Force Ones right here, all the Jordan 1s, Jordan 3s, 4s. I'm trying to find all these weird spaces and realizing that a good amount of the closet is full of sneakers that are unwearable, stank, boxes like barely holding on. Some of the boxes I super glued. I'm not hanging on to that old history and stuff anymore. I don't need them OGs, especially about a bunch of stuff that's retro before. And look, let me tell you something. Like I said, me and George is solidified. If I tell you I had them joints in 1991, fam, I had them in 1991. I don't got to go to the closet. Oh, but word, you don't believe me? I don't got to send a picture of them. I didn't throw away any Jordan OGs and stuff like that. I only got maybe like one Jordan OG from like 94. That's like maybe a Jordan 5. I don't know what it is. I didn't throw that away. If I had 85s, I wouldn't throw them away. If I had Jordan 3s, I wouldn't throw them away.
Well, I mean, ones are wearable because just of the way the sole, there's no foam. I
just couldn't believe some of the stuff people were saying. I'm like, I got grown, man. Like, what do you want me to do with these OGs? Like, I understand my life is different than yours. So, like, I don't take pride in, like, just having a sneaker box in my closet. That's good enough for me. But having sneaker boxes of stuff that makes sense is what's better. And I'm like I said, I'm talking about I did for myself. I ain't telling you what to do. Like, I ain't got time for that. I got to run around trying to organize dust. I'm like, hey, man, get out of here. Well, which one I want to talk about first? We'll talk about, actually talk about Union 4s first. Now, supposedly they're not coming out. And when the...
What?
Union 4s.
Union 4. I
mean, sorry, Undefeated 4.
Yeah,
sorry.
Green 4 you don't.
So I guess it already got dispelled or debunked or something like that. Now, when the pictures first...
Well, somebody said there's one on the calendar that has a green colorway, but it's not new suede or new buck or whatever that one would be. It's some other material. A 4.
It's canvas.
Yeah, okay.
But when I saw it... Never mind. Like, I already knew it.
What?
I can't even say it. I'm not going to say it. But, I'll tell you later. But, either way, everybody was like, obviously, got message tagged a bunch of stuff like, yo, I bet George is losing his mind, yada, yada, yada. And a couple cats was like, fam, I can't wait. And I was like, I hope they don't ever retro that. It's too late.
I do.
I don't, because if you retro, and if you want to call, how was the first pair released? Because I don't remember. I know nothing.
I don't even know if it was released. It was Undefeated Friends and Family, I think.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't like a special raffle or something.
I'm not 100% sure.
Should have cost somebody.
The only one that I know that had an actual release of the Undefeated Friends and Family stuff is Kobe Hyperdunks, the ones that look like Back to the Future. And the only reason I know that is because... I told this story a long time ago, but a friend's son was being recruited, and one of the people who worked for the school was Kobe's personal trainer. A lot of people that are into shoes, whatnot, probably know Kobe's personal trainer or know who he is. So I'm sitting in the stands, the kids playing the game, and the coaches came, and the personal trainer came with the coaches. So, like, the kid's dad is talking to the coaches. I'm talking to the personal trainer. He's talking all about Kobe. He said Kobe asked him, did he want to go to the release? So apparently they pulled up to Undefeated, not at the when it released or whatever, maybe like into the release or something. So he was telling me all about the Hyperdunk, how they did the release. So that's the only reason I know that one for a fact. I mean, you probably just don't remember. I know I've said it before.
Episode 1.
Yes.
All the time, huh?
But the Hyperdunk, Marty McFly, or Back to the Future, whatever you want to call it, that shoe actually released. I don't know about the 4. I have no idea. I thought it was a friends and family. Because there's supposedly, what, 72 pairs? That's it?
It's a low amount, but that's the one reason why I don't want it to retro. Because, like, unless they flood the streets like they did with Olive 97s, I'm talking about, like, where everybody can get a pair, it's going to suck because...
Yellow 4s, huh?
You know, typically...
Lighting 4s. I'll be first in line to cop.
Oh, I'm definitely copping Undefeated 4s. Them joints ever drop again. But I feel like now that Lightning's actually dropped, that's what we're going to move to now, is Undefeated 4s. Like, this is going to be rumor after rumor. I seen somebody say, like, yo, it'll be a rumor to drop along. I'm like, I ain't never really heard nobody with rumors or lies or stuff like that about Undefeated 4s dropping. Now, like I said, the only problem I got with Undefeated 4s is that there weren't enough of the old pair. So, like, typically when they retro something... You know, you got more on the streets now. Like, the other ones don't even exist anymore. Like, so it's like, well, if you do a limited release of the Undefeated 4s now, it's just another pretty much shot in the dark. Like, you ain't gonna get those. At least to me. I hope they drop a ton of them. Now, has Undefeated done another Jordan? I can't think of another Undefeated Jordan model. I didn't look it up. I don't think they've done one. Not that I could think of. I didn't look it up before I got over here, but that's the only Undefeated Jordan that I know of.
Let's see.
I guess we could do that. It says 2022. Sitting here trying to guess. Let me see. Jordan Undefeated. Oh, nope. They haven't. It's just a bunch
They call that green. They call the green 8. Yeah.
That wasn't an Undefeated, though.
Yeah, it wasn't a collab.
They just call everything Undefeated that's green, just like you. So, nope. Independence Day 5s. Woo, one of the worst 5s of all time. So, I mean, even if they did that, that'd be their second time ever doing a Jordan ever.
Oh, no, that's a dunk. I was going to say they did a Jordan 1 with the Nike on the side, but that's a dunk. Never mind.
So, I mean, I'm like, you know what? Undefeated might just want to come out with a Jordan. Like, let alone a friend and family olive green special pack one. Just come out with a Jordan. I think they come out with something dope. They've been killing it with the Dunks and Air Force Ones lately. So, I don't know. Shout out to them, man. But I know one thing. If them joints dropped, I will be asking the homie what he got on it. I don't care, though.
Yes, what he got on your 40.
Now, what would you pay max for those? Considering of how...
I mean, if it's super limited, I would just accept the fact if we can't get it from the plug, we ain't getting it. I mean, I would try on sneakers or whatever, but I don't think I would pay aftermarket for it unless it's like prices of like Lightnings. If it's the prices of Lightnings, then yeah. But that means that we had no business not getting in the first place. Cause
you wouldn't pay the $5?
I got 2 Lightnings. I mean, I gave one to Johnny, but
right. You wouldn't pay the $5?
I don't think so. I mean, maybe. Then I would just trade or sell something I have already. I wouldn't. It wouldn't be like a new expenditure for me. It would be. I would have to give something up that I have already.
I think we need to start doing that a lot more anyways. Just start giving up stuff.
Don't take my plan, huh?
Yes, you originate that selling.
I need to start listing the rest of the SBs I have that don't fit so I can pay these.
How many SBs you got still?
Cards off.
Fam, you better hurry up because SB prices are slowly coming down.
I don't think so. No.
Nah, they are. They're not on that rise like they were.
I don't think so.
Them joints was reaching limits that only rival between 2009 or 2017 and 16 or whatever.
I mean, maybe the new stuff is coming down, but the old stuff is still high.
You better hurry up. So now I'm gonna ask you this question real quick.
Yeah, Clivers are lower than they were. I think Clivers are size 12 or 746.
Wait, that's what they are now? Oh, I
thought they were like 1,000.
Like 6 something. They were at one point. I think my size is closer to 1,000. Clivers, yeesh.
Don't do that.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. It's a lot. Them one joints never came out. Them other Christmases.
Pinks are high now. Pinks are up to 350.
Pink pigs? Dang, gosh, that's something.
Only 6 pairs left. Are they that rare?
Of what? Pink pigs?
Size 12.
That's a whole family, though. Bacon.
Yes, sausage, casing, bacon, ham, everything.
Whole family of pigs.
Good Lord, these Metacoms are low.
Which ones?
The ones
black
we got.
Them joints are flames. So they disrespected those. And them joints, in reality, are better than the Undefeated all-black dunks. It's just that they're SBs, though. If they want an SB, we probably would have kept them.
I need Supremes to go down to that price.
Supremes are high. I saw some royal blue ones at Rerun. They posted it. It's 1,000.
Nah. Some dunks are still high. De La Souls that came out that you got in 2015 are $620.
Oh, yeah. Them is high. Them is classics, though. What you got to sell?
Man, it was only 7 years old.
What you got, some J-Packs?
No, I just have like a lot of, pretty much all besides like roller derbies and all the stuff I'm keeping that fits me, I think the majority of the stuff that I'm keeping is like
You still got Gibsons?
Nah, I sold those a long time ago. What's the...
Bet you can get a grip for roller derbies.
It was 1,000 at one point, but I would never sell that
Never.
shit. But nah, what's the, I guess Quick Strike or...
SB.
What's the ones I guess you would just call them Quick Strike, right? The ones that come with the story and stuff? the non-basics.
Of what?
In SBs, like, the one that's more limited. Quick Strike, I guess. I don't know.
Quick Strikes? Hyper Strikes? Oh, no.
So, yeah. Those ones, I think, are still going to be high. Good Lord, these are that much? I wore these to the game last night.
What?
It won't even pull up the price. This phone was like, delete it, too high.
What shoe is it?
I'm trying to pull it up. Oh, my God.
Holy crap. Dang, we got hooked up on those. We're looking at Jordan 1, what's them, Costins? Jordan 1 SB Low Costins?
Yeah, the Dallas Cowboys.
Hooked up on them joints.
Last sale, $795.
I bet
Nope.
I bet UNC ones gotta be through the roof, because them joints are legendary.
This can't be right.
What?
Oh, never mind. That's Cali Highs. I was going to say Cali Highs only $300.
Cali Highs were at Marshall's, B. I was standing at Marshall's.
Yeah, I remember they went to a bunch of outlets.
I was like,
But I could have sworn the prices went way up, and then maybe they came back down.
They did at one point, I think.
Yeah, Pusshead 2s are $894. The last sale, the lowest ask is $1,029. Yeah, SBs, the older ones are still high. The older Quick Strike versions.
Yeah, Travis Scott buying them. So this week, and obviously
These joints are less than
the blue ones.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
smoking.
He actually went to that university. He didn't play for the Cowboys. This week, Doernbecher 5 picks dropped. Now, hold on, George, before I ask you what you think about them. I'm going to take your lead on this, George.
680.
That's a lot. I'm going to take your lead on this, George, because, trying to turn over a new leaf. Now,
yeah, right.
Hold on. Obviously, when Doernbecher's dropped, there was a whole lot of sneaker police officers roaming social media. You sneaker police officers are out of control, all right? All I saw was a bunch of people saying how shouldn't no grown men be critiquing anything from any Doernbecher collection, all right? Now, I am on record, as of just last week, of saying Doernbecher 13s are the worst sneakers I've ever seen in my entire life, and I stand by that. All right, but I'm about to ask you, George.
Flames.
This is an opportunity. You don't suck.
You smoking?
I'm about to ask you, George. This is an opportunity, though. I'm gonna take your lead. I'm gonna ask you an opportunity. We could change up. We've said some wild stuff on this podcast. All right? We could change it up.
Hold on. I know I've seen the picture, but let me pull it up just to be prepared for this.
I'm not going to ask you what you think about those yet until you answer this question for me. All right? Should adults be critiquing anything Doernbecher? I'm following your lead.
When you're talking about a shoe, it's just a shoe. We're not going to, I would say, I wouldn't if the kid who designed it was in front of me, I wouldn't be like, yo, what were you thinking, fam? That shoe sucks.
Of course not. You'd be a monster.
A monster.
You'd be a legit monster.
I understand what you're asking, and I understand the hesitancy, but to me, at the end of the day, it's just a shoe.
I have no hesitancy, but
I'm saying from a human feelings or whatever. I understand why some humans would be hesitant, but like I said, at the end of the day, it's just a shoe, and he didn't design it for us anyways. He designed it for himself, or she, whatever it was. They designed it for themselves. That's why, to me, I don't look at it as disrespect. I look at it as I'm saying, like, I'm not wearing that shoe. There's no way. And, like, that goes for probably, like, 95% of the Doernbecher stuff. That's not only, like, anything new or whatever. There's certain ones out. Like, the Superman one 10 years ago, I would have worn. Now, I don't know. I really would think about it. I'm like, fam, I'm going to put a Superman shoe on my foot for. What am I doing?
We talked about this already. I said if they retro DB4s, I don't think people would have the same feeling for them as they did. And let me tell you something. When we saw pictures of those, we were like, man, what is it? When we saw them in person, them joints was flames.
Now, whoever has this shoe, because clearly... This is in the United States of America because the prices are all in dollars. This is not like stolen. This ain't in China. It wasn't like so. This obviously had to be stolen from the factory in Memphis or something.
I don't understand that picture. Now look,
and they got other stuff that's not released in the pic too. Like this man is the one who should be in trouble.
Now look, when it comes to Doernbecher packs, look, I get it, man. I get
not the one who took the pic either. The one who was actually selling it. Like, fam, where'd you get that? And come with me. And put him in handcuffs.
Before I comment on that shoe, before I say anything about that shoe, look, I view it as, first of all, the shoes are made for adults. Like, I honestly feel like the shoe should have never been made for adults. Since it's a kid's thing, I feel like it should have stayed kids. Well, maybe women's a little bit.
So my thing would be, I would go based on the kid who's designing it. If he's a size 12... make it up to size 12. If the kid designing it is a size 8, make it up to size 8. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't need to make, like, if it's a child doing it and he's a 6, you don't need to make an adult version of it because it's not for them. It's for him.
And like we said,
but if it's like a bigger kid who's like, you know, a 12 or whatever, yeah, it's fine. I'm fine with it being an adult shoe because that's what he designed.
I don't even know how far. No. See, I'm fine with it being an adult shoe, but that to me feels like reason why it's okay for grown-ups to have an opinion about it. Like, I've never looked at the shoe and thought nothing. And that's about any designer. I ain't never thought, like, this shoe, I don't like the way it looked.
I never even noticed the eyeball. Huh?
On the where? I didn't see an eyeball. I saw macaroni and cheese. Oh, fam.
That's an eyeball.
Now, I do kind of go with the little Jordan 5 teeth shark thing. Look.
Well, it's
put that close to the camera.
The plane.
Put that close on the camera, yeah. Look at that eyeball, y'all. When you see that eyeball, that's what it's doing. Look, man. If a sneaker sucks, it sucks, man. I got nothing for you, all right? Now, I'm not trying to be a jerk because Greg does love the kids. So. And look, I would pray and hope that my children are never in the type of situation those kids are going through. Like I said, man, God bless them kids. I appreciate Nike for what they're doing for the program and donations and all that stuff. I appreciate it because Greg does love the kids. Now, the shoes itself, I understand it's coming from the imagination of a child. The progression of the Doernbecher is kind of crazy because when you think back to when the Doernbecher line first came out, a lot of that stuff was more wearable. Like, you think of the 6, you think of the 3, the 4, you even think of the Jordan 2. It had like Jamaican kind of colors to it. I don't know what it was. The Jordan 1 had palm trees on it. You know, you go back and think about those and you're like, man, those are more wearable. Now, I mean, I can't remember much of the other ones besides, like, you know, a couple Air Force Ones, a Dunk, some Janoskis. You know, someone had some Batman Janoskis. There was, like, some 49er pennies one year. You know, but, you know, the pictures that leaked on these Jordan 5 Doernbechers, I'm sorry to tell you guys, but them joints is one of the wackest things I've ever seen in my entire life. It's not even a joke. Now, like I said, ain't got nothing to do with the kid. The kid is doing his thing. But the shoe has macaroni cheese on it, an eyeball. It has
what's the macaroni? Because I guess I missed that.
You got to zoom in on the toe box. It's all macaroni cheese, and then
the little design
noodles.
Right.
Yeah,
so you try to do it like LV or whatever, I guess.
Huh?
Try to do it like a luxury design where like
it's just noodles.
No, I know. That's the way I looked at it. It's like he was trying to make it look like a luxury design, how they do the like little symbols over and over and over and over and over again, and that's their pattern.
Got a lace lock of a macaroni noodle with cheese dripping on it. So, you know, and you know, hey man, I appreciate his imagination. You know, that sneaker is for him, but that sneaker is not for me.
This ain't nowhere near as bad as the 8 to me or the 13. This is
no.
Like I I think I could wear this shoe. I wouldn't.
Oh yeah. No. Wait. The 8 is better than this one. Than this 5. So. But the third that right there is a band 1 compared to that 13. That 13 is the worst, the number 1 worst sneaker in the history of sneakers, period. I don't care who designed it, a mama and a kid, I don't care. God bless them. I love them. I'm praying for them. All right. But that Jordan 13 is no way. Okay. The 5, yeah. All right. It's whack, but like I said, it ain't for us. But I do feel like anybody has the right to critique something, especially if it comes in your size and it's a sneaker, to me.
I mean, I kind of want to hear the kid say why he did these colors, because, like,
we don't ever get to hear them type of stories. Do we ever get to know why they chose some of this
stuff? I think they post it online.
Really?
I mean, they post stuff about the kids. I don't know if they post like the direct inspiration behind the shoe, but like when I look at it, the only thing I can see is like Ninja Turtles, like all the different colors of the Ninja Turtles or something. Like I think if you took either the green or the orange off, it could be fire, even with the macaroni, whatever. Like, for some reason, that eyeball is kind of tight to me. I don't know why.
That's all I can see now is the eyeball, because you said it. I ain't mad at the eyeball, but you got to run completely with the theme. Now I'm talking about if I was
that's what I'm
designing
saying. Like, I don't understand the rest of it.
I'm not trying to tell this kid what he should have did, all right? For you sneakerhead police officers, all right? I am saying that if I put the eyeball, and clearly with the Jordan 5 got the little flare, little teeth looking things at the bottom, I would have had to run with a complete theme of that. That's the one thing about some of these shoes is the randomness of it. It looks like it's just random stuff. It's got macaroni cheese, weird colors, an eyeball, and some other stuff on it. So, like, that's just where, like, a take flight in the back. Like, that's just my entire scenario situation.
I think honestly what it is for me is I just don't hate the 5 low as much as I do the 8 and the 13, which is why I think this one is better to me than those two. And some of the other ones too. The color blocking of that 9 is obviously really good, but I don't like the 9. So that shoe to me was the
The 9.
And the 2, I don't love the 2.
Oh yeah, the 9 I didn't care.
The 9 was the one that was like the Hispanic theme or whatever.
Is that what that was supposed to be? It looked like a bin. It looked like the bin, but I don't remember what the theme was.
I thought it was like the kid.
That was the more tame of any of the DBs.
Right. But I just don't like the 9.
Nah, I didn't care for it. I seen somebody wear the DB9. It ain't too bad. Shout out to Chris Sewell. I think I seen him wearing it. It wasn't too bad. The ones were bad when they came out, but they alright. 2s, I ain't mad at them. 3s, fire. 4s, fire. 5s, awful. 6, I'm alright with them. 7s grew on me. 8s, I ain't mad at 8s.
Sam, these Doernbecher 9s came out 10 years ago.
Like the retro?
No.
Remember it came out twice?
I think it came out at the outlet, but I don't think I don't think it was a retro.
Not a retro,
I think it was
but
just
like it just came out like that.
Yeah, like B grades or something that were left over.
Sent them to Brazil or something, and then they came back. They was like championship 9s, and then they sent them back.
The kid's name was Oswaldo Jimenez, but I thought he had said something like it was like dedicated to like his family or his Hispanic heritage or something.
I think you're thinking of P-Rods.
To come up with the design, he took inspiration from his family, especially his younger brother.
Don't read any further. Just in case it gets... I don't want to turn into a jerk or something. Just in case it gets really sentimental.
Damn, these cats on this website are actually rating the design and colorway and everything. So this is from 12 years ago, so we should be in the clear.
We should be in the clear. We plead in front of the judge. We should be in the clear. They probably give him 10 out of 10.
Yeah, so I guess he put his nickname on the shoe, Polito or Pollito, whatever you say it, but his nickname's Little Chicken, so maybe Pollito.
Pollito. Shout out to DB. Not Damian Bledsoe. That's my homie.
I mean, so if you take a step back and just look at it from like a high perspective, clearly what Doernbecher Hospital does is really good. Clearly Nike donating money is really good. But if you really think about it, the collab makes no sense. Like, you can donate money without having kids design shoes. You know what I mean? Like,
you
what's
gotta
the
add
point?
some fun to it.
No. I'm saying,
okay.
I'm saying that it's not in lockstep. It's not like this thing makes complete sense for this thing. You know what I mean? Like,
you know, one thing that, like, I will
like,
say,
what does Nike got to do with kids in the history of the company? You know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying, like,
it's always been about kids.
Fam, every single ad is an adult ad. Bo Jackson, Ken Griffey Jr.
Yeah, but it's marketing to kids, not to adults.
Nah, I don't think so.
Yes, it is. All the time.
Maybe like older
kids.
teenagers or something, but I don't think it's kids.
All kids.
I don't think it's ever been kids.
Oh, no.
Little Penny
sneaker,
and LeBron, LeBron and Kobe dolls, maybe, but other than that,
no. Kobe dolls, LeBron dolls, Penny dolls were to, like, try to make them more relatable. Like, oh, they're fun. That was to just make them fun. Ads are for kids to say, I want to be like him. That's what those ads are always for.
I mean,
that was
like,
us,
maybe like
kids,
Mars Blackman, but other than that, like, what else? Nah, brother.
No way.
Think about it. Which ads were for, other than Mars Blackman saying, like, if you put the shoes on, you could jump like Mike or whatever. It's got to be the shoes. Other than that, what was kid directed?
I mean,
I don't think it's for kids.
I mean, if you mean like, first of all, Jordan 7s that literally had like Looney Tunes in it, but that's neither here nor there. It's directed towards kids and the, like, I want to be him, not a kid ad.
Well, so that had to do with,
this is kids playing sports. They're not talking to us grown-ups. And even teenagers that we talking to still, but there's kids too. Like, you know, I'm talking kids are 17 down. That's who they talking to.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Who are you talking to then? They're not talking to you and me. They ain't making a LeBron ad for you and I to be like, whoa. They're making a LeBron ad like,
again,
dang.
what ad are you talking about? Because the stuff now is just all inspiration.
No, not now. Now it's different. Now it's just about...
Yeah, so the only ones I can think of is like Mars
Penny,
Blackman.
Griffey.
Yeah, that wasn't
Jordan
kids.
Ads. Huh? He was the kid. That was the ad, the kid.
Fam,
having fun, backwards hat.
Don't do that.
I'm saying, that's what it was for. They weren't talking to us. Who was that ad for then? If you think it was for kids.
What ad? Which one?
Ken Griffey ad, the commercials and stuff.
I mean, older teenagers. Kids wearing a backwards hat and whatnot would be high school kids.
Teenagers, kids, all the same window to me.
See, when you say kids, I'm talking about like people wearing GS shoes. The only stuff I can think of when they like marketing towards actual kids,
about 17 down to 7 years old.
Difference between 17
I ain't talking
and 8,
about.
though.
I ain't talking about 1 to 6 years old. I'm talking about like 7 to 17.
It's a big difference between 17 and 8. Like, I feel like that's two different commercials.
Fam, we was those kids. That's
but not at 8. I never looked at that stuff at 8 and was like,
yeah, you did.
No, I didn't. I just like Michael Jordan.
Fam, come on, man. You thought the commercials were fire and stuff. It was to get you to buy.
Little Penny was when I was in high school, though. Like, none of that stuff came out when I was a child.
Little Penny made no difference in us buying the sneakers whatsoever. Not us, because we were older then.
I don't know.
We were older then, all right?
It came out when I was in high school.
It made them relatable. It made them like, oh, that was funny, versus just showing highlights of them dunking and stuff. I mean, Penny commercials with him at like a party with Tyra Banks and Chris Rock doing the voice. Like, it was nothing basketball related. That was just fun and stuff. The LeBron James commercial with the dolls, they were like in the house swimming, eating dinner, chilling and talking junk to each other. They had nothing to do with basketball, nothing.
Something in the commercial, though, you can't just make a commercial and be like, oh, NBA players are cool, so it's for kids. It has to be something. That's why, like, the Little Penny doll makes sense. LeBron and Kobe dolls make sense. Because adults know better than to watch Spike Lee and say, oh, if I put the shoe on, I'm going to jump like Michael. No, obviously that's a message to a child. But other than that, I can't really think of nothing. I think it was everything else. Like, Pro Stars was a cartoon, so that was for kids. That was Wayne Gretzky, Jordan, and Bo Jackson. No, I know, but I think all that stuff goes hand in hand. Like, people don't associate. Maybe people now don't associate Gatorade with McDonald's with Nike, but that's literally what I remember from my childhood.
Of course,
Gatorade. McDonald's, Nike was like, them cats was in unison with the ads. All the same athletes, everything.
McDonald's, Gatorade.
No, I understand that.
Okay.
But Gatorade can be anything. Youth sports could be, like I said, like high school, 17. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's a difference between 8 and 17. And a 17-year-old, to me, is not like a kid per se. I don't think they're making these ads for middle school and elementary school kids.
Oh, I do.
I think there might be some, and obviously that's what the Doernbecher stuff is for, but I
don't even think that. There's no Doernbecher ads. There's no nothing for that.
No, but they market. They still market the shoes.
They don't even market it.
Yeah.
Who you see the Doernbecher marketing besides like...
No, not the hospital. Nike's marketing the shoes.
No, they market it like, look at this kid. He made this. It ain't like no... That's if you go to...
for children, not adults.
If you click the Twitter link, and that's go on Twitter, us. They ain't got like no TV ads or like
on
the
the
DVD
website
collection.
and stuff. Man, every kid every kid is on the internet today.
All right. True say so. Let me tell you something. All them ads to me back then in the 80s and 90s, they were talking to me. All right. I was like, ooh, look at Griffey. Home run. Ooh, look at Georgia from the free throw line. I'm going to do that.
Not at 8, but I'm not. An 8-year-old's not watching that like
you
that's
just don't
cool.
remember, though. You don't remember. Because if I was, you
do
was.
remember.
Fam, come on. Man. What year was you 8?
So the Mars Blackman stuff was with Jordan Force.
That don't count.
Jordan Ford, I would have been 10. So yeah, clearly
that was definitely talking to you, then.
That's what I'm saying. Mars Blackman was gotta be the shoes. Put these shoes on, you could jump like Mike. Okay. Yes. So that was the ones with
Barkley, Godzilla,
Little Penny. Yeah, I don't know. That's different.
It's all the same stuff. It was.
Kids didn't want Barclays though, like that.
Fam, we wanted all of that stuff. That stuff was like put together cool with the overtone of like, hey kids,
yeah,
you
but
wanna be
cool
like
is not for like cool. The word cool for me is like high school, not 8 years old.
Fam, we was cool as shite.
That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm saying is when you're 8, you're not thinking like that. You're not like, oh, I gotta be cool, fresh, whatever.
No.
High school, yes.
Fam, we talk about the podcast. Yes, we did. I did. I had no choice.
When I was 8, did I want the Nike? I had pictures of myself wearing the stuff.
Course.
Like, did I want the shoe? Yeah, but I didn't buy. I wasn't like, I need the whole fit so I can go look dapper on the corner.
Okay,
like, I mean,
we weren't on the block. We weren't spinning the block. Like, we weren't serving base or nothing. Like, yes, okay, we went out there with the dope boys. Like, but we still wanted to look fly and dope. Like, you could think back to all the times we was in, even when it goes back to being 8, 9, 10 years old, you could think back and think, dang, I had.
Only time I can remember is high school age stuff. Middle school, I didn't care. Elementary school, yeah, I wanted the like newest shoe because so I could watch Michael Jordan on TV and be like, oh yeah, I got a shoe on. But that stuff started in high school where I cared about like, you know, I didn't want to look. I don't know what's the word you want to use. Like you want to present well in front of the women or whatever, you know, in front of the ladies. You know what I mean?
You want to look tight.
You didn't care about that in middle school and elementary school.
Radical with bossa nova.
I mean, even clearly in middle school age, kids are doing things they shouldn't be doing with the opposite sex. But I don't think they go out of their way to like try to look.
You don't have to now.
You know what I remember from middle school?
You don't have to now.
I remember from middle school, people were trying to be like Jodeci, like dead serious for middle school. Cats was wearing like the overall with like one.
Yeah, everybody did
with the Raymon shirt.
Of course, everybody did.
That's what I remember from middle school.
I mean, shit. When LL had one left pant leg up, we all put one pant leg up for a while.
Yeah, but I don't remember like
they did all that stuff. Huh?
Nikes being a thing for like to look fresh. It was like more clothes or whatever.
And sneakers, but more clothes. That's why I've always said to me, hip-hop and sneakers, I never viewed them to coincide. I viewed clothes in hip-hop more as a coincide. People are like, no, sneakers are hip-hop. I'm like, I never looked at DMX and thought,
a lot of hip-hop artists just,
on.
I mean, fam, that's because they just use the word Tim Boots all the time.
Yeah, like, I paid all their clothes is when I got my style from. The sneakers, I didn't care if, like,
and then cats in LA just wore Chucks and Dickies. I mean, it wasn't ever a sneaker thing.
When you think back to
it was NBA players.
But if I said George, think back of a picture of a rapper wearing a sneaker that's an iconic picture, you would think of the exact same picture that I'm thinking of, though. And that's the only one. Just come on.
Rapper, you talking about Tupac?
Tupac, Grant Hills. I can't think of one picture of Jay-Z and Jordans, Nas and Jordans.
Oh, well, I thought you were.
I'm saying
if you're talking about the newer era, then you talk about like Cameron and
I don't got no picture of no. I can't think of nothing with Cameron in them boots and all and Jordans and stuff like that. Zero. I'm not saying they didn't wear them, but I'm saying like they had no effect. I started copping Iceberg because of Jay-Z, Cameron, all of them. They wouldn't like talking about. Of course, they had J's and stuff, but their clothes were like they overpowered the sneakers back in the day. Sneakers now with the dominant piece in clothing right now, to me. So, like, back then it was like, yo, Jay-Z or whoever got some Wu-Tang got on overalls, and them joints is baggy and hanging just right, and a Wu-Tang jersey under it. I didn't care if they was wearing Jordan 5s. It didn't matter. Like,
well, the jeans covered most of it, so.
The facts. That's why I was saying the clothes back then overpowered sneakers, to me, back then. You copy any Yeezys on the restock, fam?
I definitely
Wave Runners, red stripes.
If Wave Runners ain't $240, I'm not buying them. I don't care. I'm not paying. Y'all lowered the price. Now, hype beats might be wrong because them cats are clowns. They known for being wrong. If they're $240, I'm buying them and keeping them. If they're not, if they're $300 or $320 or whatever, I'm gonna try to buy them and flip them. I'm not wearing. I'm not keeping them.
I mean,
I refuse.
I've never owned a pair. I've been trying for the last however many restocks. If these joints are $300, that's it. I'm done with those. It's over. I'm not bothering. Maybe I'll buy a used pair one day or something. I don't know.
I'm a little
300 is crazy.
I'm honestly a little perturbed that Adidas still owes me a reflective beluga, even though there's no confirmation that I would have kept it. I'm a little perturbed about that because I wanted to open that box and be like, ooh.
Well, I saw somebody wearing them joints yesterday at Scottsdale Mall. This the greatest 350 Yeezy of all time. I don't care what nobody says. Them belugas are just top tier out of all of them. Now, the red stripes, you not copying or you still got your red stripes?
No, I have copper, bronze, or whatever that is. No, I want the blue ones. If I get the blue ones, I'll probably keep. But the other colorways... Like the white one, core white or core black or whatever. I don't think I've ever cared about that.
Did I have that one or did I have olives?
No, the only colors they had left when we were there was copper and green. Green,
so did I get
bronze,
green
probably.
I own 0 Yeezys, so
I don't know what you and Simple got, but all they had left was copper and they didn't have reds left.
I think I had olive or something, maybe copper. I don't know. Look, I'm gonna try for the red. I'm going to try... Actually,
if I get the red one, I might keep.
Now, you know what? I'm going to try for them all, only because I feel like out of all 350s, these are the ones that you should have. The blue one, I'm going to keep it, but I don't think the blue one is that fire. Like that, royal blue is just not for me on sneakers.
Royal blue sight.
Unless it's a Cortez or Victor Cruz gigantic trainer. I
got way too many Dodger hats to not own a royal blue something. Huh?
Royal blue sneakers are hard to wear.
Nah.
You don't own any you don't wear any of your royal blue sneakers.
Undefeated is we just got a royal blue.
That ain't royal blue.
Fam, that's pretty close to royal blue.
Are you talking about undefeated dunks?
Yes.
Fam, them joints is like...
almost the color of
turquoise.
Dodgers. No, they're not. Don't do that.
Them joints is turquoise and purple. Them almost Charlotte Hornet colors almost.
No, they're not. I'm going to pull a picture up right now.
If you think them joints is Dodger blue, you smoking.
I said pretty close.
Okay, well, I ain't talking about pretty close. I'm talking about on the spectrum of blues. All right. Yeah, I'm going to try... I'm glad they come out at what?
Those joints are pretty close to royal blue, no?
Not Dodger blue, though.
It's the same thing.
No, it's not.
Royal blue and Dodger blue is basically the same thing.
No. That's not royal blue. Okay.
Look at the toe box.
No. What does the color description say?
I have no idea.
The color, was it pumpernickel? All right. I'm telling you.
Yes, pumpernickel.
That blue is like this blue on this stereo recording machine, whatever it's called.
That's royal.
That ain't royal blue.
This says signal blue.
Yeah, that's like brighter than royal.
Nah.
That's like, so see me, like, don't hit traffic blue.
Nah, you tripping.
Traffic blue.
Fam, I got royal blues on right now.
Let me see. That's royal blue.
That's basically the same.
Them is actual royal ones. So that's the way. If you think royal ones and them undefeated are the same, you smoking.
They say close.
It's not even close.
Right here too. This.
You got actual real royal ones on it. You sitting there talking about them as blue. You've been off with your colors because you talking about that South Beach 9 is a cannon. It
looks like it.
Hey, people were like, "Yo, what is Jordan talking about? He really want that?
Right?
He really want that cannon to be that coastal beach."
You just got done slandering people that put comments in. Now you,
because now you get out of control.
Now you backing it up.
I'm trying to talk about display piece. If you're a single man and you got that life to where you walk in and your house is all done up a certain way, you got a Supreme light bulb.
My house is not big enough to have a man cave. I want a man cave. My house is not big enough for one. But guess what's not going to be in my man cave? A bunch of sneaker glass case.
A man cave, I think I would want.
I wouldn't even put cards in a man cave either. You put jerseys and pennants and stuff, and that's it.
honestly think I want my man cave to just be one chair and just sit there and watch one TV.
Nah, you tripping.
I don't know, man.
TVs are on a good sale right now, by the way. I think about
TVs
copying
are
one.
always cheap.
Nah, not like Super Bowl week.
Fam,
Super Bowl week, them joints.
Oh,
like
I
this.
forgot about that. TVs be super low.
But if I bring it up, I know Hannah will be like, no.
I might just buy one just to walk around with it. That's how cheap TVs be.
You carry it.
You just put one on your desk. I'm gonna put it in our office. We should put one in our office. I'm like, why not? Buy a Fire Stick. They got Wi-Fi at work. They got rid of all the cable at work. Them cats was like, yeah, we're gonna get rid of the cable in the building. Fam, that cable bill for that building was like, I'm talking about like $2,000 or something. I was like, y'all are dweebs. What else coming out? Yeah, I'm gonna try for Wave Runners. I mean, Wave Runners to me, if I got Black White and I get Wave Runners, the year is good for me. I'm complete. Now I know I'm late. I seen a couple Wave Runners at the mall this weekend, but I don't care, man. To me, like I said, the real definition of a sneakerhead is when you said something's fire back then and you cop it later. If I'm having an opportunity to cop it later, real sneakerhead, B. Shout out to myself. What else we caught? Oh, shout out to Mosh real quick. I just want to give him a shout out. His collaboration with New Balance 54/7. Made a collaboration. Looks like pizza. You know, it is what it is. But I do appreciate seeing people who have contributed actually to the sneaker culture, actually getting these opportunities with other brands. I'm assuming that he's going to have more come out, not just one or whatever. 5740 model is a really hard model to design. I don't know how Bricks and Wood or whatever made the greatest one of all time. But
is there a picture of it?
Yeah, it's on, you just type in Mosh New Balance in Google and then click images and then click the picture of him and then look at the picture of the shoe. Color blocking on the shoe is dope.
Thanks, family.
I think they're going to be at all Foot Lockers and stuff like that. But, to me it's one of those things that, like, I view as, like, inspirational. I view that as motivational. That's the word. Like, I think it's dope that, like, you've been into it for so long. Think about, like...
I think this color works because everyone loves Gucci.
It's not that Gucci.
No, but I mean, the Italian flag colors are literally Gucci colors. Like, I think everybody loves those colors.
But, that's a pizza box, so.
I would wear it.
Oh, yeah, I would too.
Send me a pair, fam.
Yeah, I would definitely wear it, but, 5740 is a really hard
size
to wear.
12, B.
I saw somebody named Tommy Lee, doing an unboxing of it. It said Mosh times New Balance. He said, I don't know who this is. I know nothing about this shoe. I don't know who this name is. I'm like, fam, you don't even know nothing about sneakers.
I think this is what...
you doing an unboxing about something and you said, I don't know whose logo this is. It's a collaboration clearly, but I don't know what this means. In the comments...
Oh, the box is kind of tight.
In the comments, message whose collaboration this is. Then he's like, yeah, this is what they look like on foot. I'm like, you don't know nothing about this, man. It got about 25,000 views on it. I'm like, get this geek off of here.
5740s is one of those shoes where you can hold it at 9 different angles and you have 9 different opinions on whether it's tight or not.
That might be the greatest. That might be the greatest point of the sneaker of all time to me.
Guaranteed, like you can see it from one angle and be like, "Oh, that's fire, I'm copping." And another angle, you'd be like,
It's also one of them sneakers that, like, depending on the colorways, you'd be like, "Ooh,
this shoe's tight to me."
Oh, no, I ain't mad at it, huh? It's just more of, like, just giving Mosh his props, man.
And I'm not even, like, I don't care about Gucci and all that stuff. Like, obviously, they have something working right now with the Italian flag colors. Nah.
Yeah, you do. Let me tell you something, though. When you get your first piece of Gucci and you put it on and you be like... Nah, I had my first Gucci in, high school? Spent every single penny I earned at that telemarketing joint. Calling all those people like, hey, how you doing? It's hard to bother you. What's your current interest rate?
It's hard to bother you.
Well, what if I told you I can get your interest rate down to 4.3%? Would you be interested in that?
Sounds about right.
And they're like, yeah, right. There's no way you could do that. Sir, if you just hold on for 1 second, I get my manager on the line and he can help you with that. You take your headset off and be like this. You got one of those old sleazeball managers. They come with the headset. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, so what you currently sitting at? Okay. Look, what if I told you if you come in tomorrow, I get you at a 4.5. We sit there and go through your numbers and stuff like that. How's that sound? All right, great. All right, let me get your information down. Come on in. Get off the phone. They be like, Greg got one. Ring the bell.
Yes.
Working them
that boiler room?
Working them telemarketer jobs. Ooh, it was a whack. I remember when I went to the interview for that telemarketing job, I wore a suit, everything like that. And it's how you know it's some bullshit is when you go in and I call my mom thinking like, man, like it just must be something about me. I'm in the room, right? Sleazeball. His
name
is Jeff.
They got on foot pics too. Did you see him?
Yeah. Sleazeball manager comes in to do the interview with me. I'm sitting there in my brown suit. He comes in, hair slicked back. back, tie super long. I mean, he's just tall. Looked like he's about 7 feet tall. And he goes like the Lojo. He sits at the desk. He goes like this. You know what? I like you. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and do something I never did before. You're hired. And I was like, what? Oh yeah. Well, you know what? Thank you very much. I called my mom like, yeah. You know what? He said it was just me. You know, I got something special. Man, I went into that call center room with all them old people, like an old man, some youngins, hoop shorts, sweats, stank, and a bunch of index cards, just calling random numbers.
Somebody tried to fight me in one of them jobs.
We had a few fights.
Like an older man, and it was one of them times when I just slipped out that I was from the neighborhood I was from, and the manager was like, "Let me speak to you in the office." It was like you can't say like you from a Crip neighborhood and you would kill somebody in the office. We're gonna have to let you go. And I was like, "Oh, all right."
Man, people used to be in about to
doing
fight
me a favor
all the time.
It was an old man too, like somebody who has no business being in that job. Like, fam, you should be beyond past this job by now.
I remember when they fired me and I was at my girlfriend's house. Oops. Well, not my girlfriend's house.
Hannah, you might have to do some damage control.
Anyways, I remember they fired me and they called like, "Hey, Greg, how you doing?" They said, "Look, Greg, look, you know what we call it right now." And I said, I'm a fired? And they were like, "Yeah, you fired." I said, "Y'all gotta come in today?" They was like, "No, you don't." I said, "Oh, cool. All right, then, thanks, guys." And I just hung up. I was so happy. I had 2 jobs like that. One job I quit because Willis was going to the mall and I wanted to go to the mall too, so I just didn't go. And it was calling to see if people wanted to deliver food. God, it was in Tempe, one of the worst places of all time. Watching a video and like, dude, you should get your steaks delivered to you. Come on, fam. Steaks delivered.
Yes. What's that company?
Oh, that driver that yellow truck.
Nah, they've always said
Omaha Steaks.
Yeah, Omaha Steaks.
I saw a commercial the other night. I saw that commercial and I said, yo, those steaks be looking good, boy. They be marble. They be marbleized. All that perfect, that fat be on it. I'm like, man, I'm about to try one.
Yeah, Wagyu.
Some of the finest, man. Shout out to Moss, like I said. Jordan 11 cherries. You copping? Copped me. I ain't been that hyped over. Hold on, now text simple. I ain't been this interested or hyped over a Jordan 11.
Oh, y'all talking about driving around the entire city?
In a very long time. That's back when me and Simple used to be on the road. I'm talking about on the road, copping Jordans and stuff like that, fam. I have something for Jordan Cherry 1 lows. I've always had something for them. Those are one of my favorite.
You're talking about 11s, right?
11s. They're coming out with like the high version, the regular mid version.
You ain't copping.
Oh, what? I'm definitely copping those. So them joints is fire.
Noted.
All right. When them joints come out, you see me, my pants in just right. Okay, I'm definitely copping those. I'm a size down though.
I was gonna say we need a producer, but we actually got like 10,000 producers that listen to the show.
Yeah,
y'all make the note right now.
Make a note.
February 8th. When them joints come out, if he don't cop.
When do 11s come out? Black Friday? Hold on now.
I'm assuming it's near.
Well, hold on. And now if they 220, I'm copping. I mean, if they raise them to 240, I ain't copping. No.
The other part about it is we don't need to drive around the city no more, man. You just send a text message.
Oh, yeah, huh? I guess I got it. Dang, I already got mine on lock, B. Actually, there's probably a few people we could just ask for those. When it comes to 11s, like I'm pretty confident we could ask a few people like, hey, man, what you got on my 11? I'm definitely trying to cop those, though. The red patent leather and the white, them has always been one of the better looking combinations in a Jordan 11. For the lows, those are better than Concord lows. Them is better than Tuxedo lows.
You just got done talking about how you be wearing Vans all week. No?
All week, B. But I'm definitely, and if they come out Black Friday, I'm definitely wearing them on the Christmas holidays. Period. Shout out to them. Nike is suing StockX. You care?
I don't care one iota, but it's funny though.
You know what, Nike?
Them cats came, fam, it's not funny because of Nike. It's funny because StockX came up with this stuff out of nowhere and is selling stuff for like $10,000 for the image and didn't even have it approved.
I mean, I just don't believe that. I just don't believe they didn't. I know nothing about StockX, the ins and outs. I just do not think they're that dumb. Like, I just don't.
Left. Fam, Luber left, and we were like, why is he leaving the most profitable business on earth? And then he got the baseball, football, and basketball sports trading card contract. Yeah, I think he made the right decision.
Well, he made the right decision, but let's not act like StockX ain't the GOAT.
Oh, no. But what I'm saying is you make all the money from one spot, sell your interest, and then you go to another spot. Basically, you're just doubling your money. He wasn't going to be able to double his money at StockX.
Fam, I know nothing about NFTs still. I know we know nothing every single week when we talk about NFTs.
Zero.
I highly doubt StockX was just like, let's just make this up and sell it. I doubt that. That's just not how that's a public traded company, right? What's it called? Public company?
I don't know. I assume. But
it's over $1 billion company. I just would highly doubt they'd be like, let's just take Nikes. We have nothing. We don't make Nikes and that's ours now and sell it. Like, it's impossible. I seen two cats arguing on Twitter, like, who owned it? Like, I think two people bought it or something like that. He was like, I own that first. I can show you I got the whatever. And I was like, is this a real conversation or whatever? Either way, StockX is hands down the greatest of all time in reselling to me. I'm not even joking. That episode of Power, the new Power, fam, they start talking about
how many
StockX.
episodes are Tommy version are out? Just one?
It's one.
All right,
I haven't watched BMF. I ain't watched none of them, so I gotta watch that stuff. I haven't caught up to. I haven't watched Ghost with the little boy now. I ain't watched not one episode.
But how did you know StockX was on there?
Because I saw it on Twitter, and it was like, fam, why is this on Power?
Who was it? Was it the Tommy version or the other one?
It was the Tommy version. I think it was the first episode of Tommy version.
I gotta watch that one. And that's the only one I want to watch. I don't care about the kid.
The dude opened up a package and pulled out a pair of Jordan, I don't know, 19s, 20s, 23s, I don't know. And he said, yeah, these joints on StockX go for a lot, but I'll give them to you for 150 or something. I'll buy them for 100. He was like, I don't know what StockX is, but I know these definitely worth more than 150. I'm like, fam, they talking about StockX on here. Did you see Kim Kardashian's cousin texting Kanye about StockX? Kim Kardashian's cousin is like, Kanye West been wild. Posting the DMs.
Yes, clearly.
He posted DMs of a conversation. Obviously he's going back and forth about his daughter being on TikTok. Kim Kardashian's cousin messages Kanye and says, hey, I agree with you about her being on TikTok, yada, 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 yada. Hey, real quick, is StockX safe to buy from? Because my son, whoever wants Beluga Yeezys. And Kanye response was hilarious. He said, I ain't trying to talk about Yeezys right now, or something like that. But I'm like, and he posted that on social media. I'm like, fam, StockX is in the DMs of the probably most influential person in the world right now. StockX is on Power, and StockX is blown eBay out of the water. eBay sells more stuff and probably makes more money overall, but StockX is legit the GOAT.
No, eBay is probably one of the 10 biggest companies in the world.
And let me phrase this in what I'm talking about. The GOAT doesn't exist to me anymore. GOAT's website is whack. Its structure is whack.
The company. I thought you meant like the acronym.
No.
What are you talking about?
They need to do a lot to fix GOAT. I'll be honest with you, though. The commercials are whack. It's.
Well, I mean, the reason why it still is a thing is because they got Flight Club and Foot Locker. I mean, that's why.
Look, GOAT. I'm giving a free tip. First of all, change your name from GOAT. GOAT has to go. That's reserved for Tom Brady, Michael Jordan, Wayne Gretzky. Them GOATs. All right? I don't need another company, a sneaker thing called GOAT. That's ridiculous. But I know nothing about why they're suing. Obviously, like I said, when it comes to Nike, we know who everybody they sue now. Thought about talking to the sneaker lawyer, see what he had to say about it, but I really ain't interested in the story as anybody else. So, shout out to them. Super Bowl, fam. Look at that. I got the Super Bowl. We can get the heck out of here, B.
I'm excited. I haven't been excited for a Super Bowl in a long time, I don't think.
Excited.
Yeah, because finally there's no Brady. There's no teams that's been in there before. And we got two likable quarterbacks. I'm rooting for – I like Joe Burrow. I like Cincinnati Bengals. I like their talent. I'm rooting for Matthew Stafford to win, to just solidify his Hall of Fame.
Matthew Stafford's a Hall of Famer. Relax.
A lot of people say that, but if you don't got that big wins, sometimes it's like,
Nah, Marino and them got in there. He's good. He's fine.
Yeah, but Marino owns every single record. I don't think Stafford's numbers is up. Well, yes, but the people who pass him are the ones who are bona fide Hall of Famers.
Look, if Calvin Johnson is in the Hall of Fame,
Calvin Johnson probably the second or third best receiver of all time, fam.
So Matthew Stafford is probably a top 10 quarterback all time. Top 11. 12, 13, 14, 15.
If you're talking about talent, then I would say yeah, because look what he's doing with finally a good head coach and a good organization. But if you're talking about performance, I don't know, family.
Look, I'm going for I'm battling two sides here. I'm going for Stafford. One, it's an LA team. One, I do like Stafford as well. So I'm going for the Rams. That's one.
Kershaw better be there, too.
Two, I'm fighting of being a hater and liking the Bengals because I love the Bengals. I love Burrow. Love Burrow since he came out of college. I mean, he's just one of my favorite players.
I don't think he's dislikable unless you're in the division with him.
I love when teams like this finally have an opportunity, but as a hater, if the Bengals win a Super Bowl before the Cowboys get back to it, I might lose my mind. Though.
You'll just go like this next year.
No. Yeah. That's how I would do it now. If Brady won another one, okay, that's the part. Rams win it? Yep, they should have. Any other team, but when you talk about a team that, first of all, somehow
what
won
Beckham
the
said
division.
was tight, by the way.
Who?
What Beckham said was tight.
What'd he say?
They asked him, like, will you use this? If y'all win, we use it to, like, throw it in the face of all the haters from the past or whatever. And he said, no, like, I don't know what the exact quote was, but he basically said, like, he's not going to be petty like that. He's going to be, like, won the Super Bowl for myself. Not to, like...
Oh, he's smoking sticks.
Go like this.
I throw in everybody's face, huh? Now, his
but
version,
you're a bad person, though.
Well, his version of throwing in everybody's face is he probably going to go out there and score a touchdown and probably break dance for about 10 minutes. That's how he throws in people's faces. Like, so is he going to get on camera and be like, yeah, y'all thought I was done? He ain't going to do all that. But he probably do some, with all that and whipping and whatever he be doing and, giddy and gritty and all that stuff. He probably do all that. So, I mean, that's how he throws it in the face of people. But look, like I said, even as a Raiders fan, as a Cowboys fan, I cannot see the Bengals win a Super Bowl before our teams get back to it. I just can't. I ain't talking about win it. I'm talking about get back to it. You mean to tell me the Bengals have put together might be possibly a dynasty? Because I don't see the Steelers being better next year. The Ravens, I have no idea.
Man, they got a fantastic quarterback and like I was listening to the radio today. Chris Collinsworth said already Chase is one of the best wide receivers ever.
Well, I mean, he's also a former Bengal. So
I understand that, but
look,
he was like, he's the most talented wide receiver. I'm not going to pretend like he's not saying over exactly what he's saying.
Like, he's not over Tyreek Hill yet. He's in the top 5 now.
I think he said best Bengals wide receiver of all time, Locke, and something else.
I mean, this is his first year. What's he talking about? Relax.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, dang, like, chill out. Like, what the heck, bro? Like, people just be going crazy. Look, like I said, man, you know what the Bengals need. I know what the Bengals need. They need an offensive line. If they get an offensive line, they may go undefeated next year.
I will never, ever say any college team is better than USC that one year with Reggie Bush and Matt Leinart and them. But I'll tell you what, that LSU team, boy, them cats has proven in the league how good they were.
Reggie Bush is the greatest college football player of all time.
Yes, number 1. Number 2, Vince Young. I think so. Tim Tebow in the top 5, even though I don't like
Tim
Tebow.
Tebow is definitely top 5. I would probably go Peter Warwick.
Nah, you tripping.
What?
They won a championship.
Don't act like that about Peter Warwick.
You tripping.
Huh?
You tripping.
All right.
He's not even the best player in their program history. Deion got to be number 1.
I don't know collegiate-wise. NFL-wise, of course.
Best Florida State player.
Peter Warwick. I might even think Charlie Ward. If I really want to jump out the window.
Relax you. He played in the NBA.
My butt hurts. Well, I guess I'm going to go Rams. You say you're going for Steelers? Rams, Steelers.
Yep,
Super Bowl. All right. Well,
Matthew Stafford.
Yeah, I'm going for Stafford. So, I mean, hopefully they win. Like I said, everybody, buy some Pivot socks, B. We need you to cop them now. Like I said, y'all did y'all thing in cop last week. That's why we're here today. So, y'all cop last week. That's why we're here today. So we need y'all to go out there and support your family. That's getpivot.com. Promo code Sneak Diss Podcast.
Oh, my God.
I know you're going to diss me.
Look at this geek, bro.
Who is that? Who the heck is that?
That's Ryan Leaf.
That cannot be Ryan Leaf.
That's him.
Bro, that looks like a WWE retired wrestler. Fam, that is not Ryan Leaf.
That is.
There is no way that's Ryan Leaf. He looks crazy.
Watch.
He might be on that stuff.
I think he's a high school coach or something.
He got a supplier there. He is on that stuff. He looks crazy.
I'm telling you, that's him.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely him. Dang. Praying for you. He needs a DB shoe.
Praying for you.
I might have messed up. All right, well, George, I got nothing else, fam.
I don't got nothing. I just want to go eat.
I think that's it, B.
Eat dinner.
Look at that. Short episode. Get the heck out of here.
Hey, look at Jim Rome, though. He look washed, too.
Let me see Jim Rome. I ain't seen him
Look at him from the side, though. He look washed.
He's skinny and his head is gigantic. Why he so skinny? Dang. I used to watch Jim Rome sometimes. He used to get on there with that stupid cadence of how he talk. Well, I don't understand, guys. I used to be like, ugh. All right, let's go home, man. Now we just sit there talking. That's the sneak diss. Pow, 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 pow.